14 in 1996 that I discovered my lifelong passion, dancing. I started studying hip-hop, and soon after I discovered Egyptian belly dance as well as Spanish flamenco dance. The California company has been doing that for years. We didn't have YouTube back then. Our bubble was burst, yet my love for fusion grew stronger over the years. In fact, I spent the next 15 plus years refining this idea of fusion dance, studying many different dance styles, from ballet to contemporary, from traditional Rwandan dance to classical Indian dance. What I was inspired by was finding some kind of overlapping aesthetics so that two dance styles could work as a new whole. I believe that my love for fusion comes from my deep desire to feel connected. Ever since I was little, I was traveling around a lot because of my parents' work. I was born in New York, and by the time I was 22, I had lived in 5 different cities in Belgium. At times it was difficult as a child because it means that you have to keep making new connections to make friends. Yet I believe that it was what has shaped me as a dance artist today. My whole life I've struggled with feeling disconnected. Disconnected from my roots. Yet, at the same time, I feel that rules and cultural customs often terrify me. They make my soul feel bound, feel limited. I believe this is why I moved to the UK at the age of 22 back in 2004. I wanted to run away from society, basically. In Belgium, I had done all the right things. I studied maths and physics at university. I had really good grades, and by the time I was 21, I was a maths and physics teacher at a school. According to society, I had done all the right steps. So why was I feeling so depressed? I wanted to be a dancer deep down, a professional dancer. I had to move to an entire different country just so I could feel that I could be the person who I wanted to be without having the limitations of my society. Dance is a language. It is body language, in fact, using the body to communicate. Having traveled to over 25 countries to study, to teach, and to perform dance, this tool has come in very handy for me. Some of my students didn't speak English, and my own attempts at their languages was pretty disastrous at times. Yet, through movement language, I was able to communicate with them on a soul level. I believe that we can learn a lot from its people just by studying their dances. For example, here in Rwanda, the female Rwandan dancers move their upper torso as well as their arm in a slow, flowing manner, while they use their feet to accentuate the beat in a fast, percussive way. Interestingly, the pelvic movement is pretty much non-existent in Rwandan dance. Yet if you look at neighboring countries, such as Uganda and Congo, the pelvis is pretty much the main area of movement in their traditional dances. In 2016, as part of the Uhumunu Arts Festival, I saw these beautiful Rwandan traditional dancers performing their traditional dance. This was the female dancers. And I was really mesmerized by their flow. It reminded me of my own style of fusion belly dance. In my dance style, I use my upper torso as well as my arms to create a flowing, undulating movement to visualize, to embody the melodies in the music. And I use my hips in a fast, percussive way to emphasize the beat. And I love what makes me happy. Beauty makes me happy. When I see something that is extremely beautiful, and I see something else that is beautiful, and to me they make sense together, I just have to put them together. I have a vision, a dream of cultural exchange between Rwandan and Arab dance traditions. I wanted to move to to Rwanda to learn more. And in 2018, I finally made my move. My dance and my life live a very parallel existence. Through my hunger for roots, as well as my needs to feel connected, I search for dance traditions all over the world to get a sense of connectedness to its history, its people, and its culture. Yet at the same time, to experience the freedom I feel when I'm not attached to one particular culture. I feel the need to mix these dance styles with my own way of moving. It is the only way that I can feel whole as a human being as well as a dancer. I would like to introduce to you today a project called Inanga Taksim. It is a project of 2 dancers and 2 musicians combining this idea of tradition and innovation. Performing for you today is Rwandan Inanga player Deo Munyakazi. Percussionist Dodo Eve. And traditional and contemporary dancer Neomofasha Yvette. And myself. We will perform for you today a well-known Arab song called Laban. Its origins tracing back to the Moorish tradition.